A Florida dentist who sent over 100 violent racist threats to public figures over the election has finally admitted the obvious reason behind his actions. I ignorantly jumped on the Trump train, Florida dentist who sent over 100 violent racist texts says, to public figures over election expresses regret during sentencing. All right, so Richard Glenn Cantwell was arrested last summer for a months-long messaging spree in which he used Facebook and Instagram to send more than 100 threats to over 40 individuals, even after being warned by the FBI. Okay? Richard Glenn Cantwell. According to federal prosecutors, Cantwell sent the threats to multiple political figures, a media personality, a pastor, an author, and an election official between September 2019 and July 2020. He also sent more threats to 4 public figures between April 2022 and April 2024. The FBI said Cantwell targeted specific individuals because of their political commentary and ran an almost year-long campaign of terror, sending messages written with racist and homophobic language and praise for President so-and-so. According to court documents cited by WFLA, he wrote a message to a cable news channel threatening to kill a news correspondent and his family by stating, "We will kidnap and his kids in captivity. Every unkindly word he has said about the president will be another slash in his..." Whoa, holy shit. F you. Yeah, y'all had to get that nigga out of here, man. Y'all had to, lock his ass up. Keep him. In a personal message to another media personality, Cantwell threatened to make him and his wife watch as he cut out his young son's heart while it was still beating. What is going on? In a separate threat to another victim he called a fake reverend and an antichrist piece of shit, Cantwell also wrote, "We are going to you, torture first, then death. You won't see Christ because you're an immoral degenerate." In another message to a different victim, he wrote, "Cannot wait to shoot your ghetto ass. Get the fuck out of here. In the street. You will die like every other..." Whoa. Piece of... Here's another one. I mean, these are getting crazier and crazier as we go. Take note because liberal like you get whoaed in alleys by really... Whoa. So... Whoa. And do nothing near it. What the fuck is going on? Federal agents finally met with Cantwell in October 2019 after he sent a threat to a presidential nominee of a major political party, and campaign officials alerted the FBI. Cantwell admitted that he was sending threats but said he never intended to follow up on them, telling the FBI he was merely a keyboard warrior on a verbal tirade. Nope, yeah, you thought they wasn't gonna come for you, huh? You thought it was just, I can type whatever I want. Yeah, all right, my boy, enjoy that cell, bitch. Investigators said that he blamed the government minorities and others for his behavior. Despite being told by federal agents to cease his messaging binge, the behavior only continued. In July 2021, the FBI tried to call in Cantwell again for another interview, but he refused and denied that he was doing anything illegal. He then texted 2 middle finger emojis to an FBI agent and wrote, "F you." What the fuck? Last November, Cantwell pleaded guilty to 4 counts of interstate transmission of a threat. Each charge carried a maximum of 5 years in prison. Prosecutors wanted Cantwell's prison term to last 33 months, followed by 3 years of probation. According to the Tampa Bay Times, although Cantwell was sentenced to 2 years in prison, he received credit for time served since he had already spent more than 8 months in jail following his arrest. He will be released from prison in a little more than a year and then serve 3 years under supervised release. Cantwell must also pay a $10,000 fine and participate in mental health and substance abuse programs. During his sentence hearing, Cantwell backpedaled on his earlier claims that the government and minorities triggered his actions and attributed his behavior to his lifelong battle with alcohol and a relapse after the death of his father. Oh, excuse after excuse after excuse. How common. He also claimed he was deceived by right-wing rhetoric. Shut the fuck up. Now you want to use that as an excuse? That's the reason you're a hateful bigot in the first place. I ignorantly jumped on the Trump train. I bit the bait, hook, line, and sinker, and I can't tell you why. Cantwell told the court. I can tell y'all why. It's because he's a racist, guys. I am extremely remorseful for my actions. I count this as the biggest regret of my life, he added. I would like to return to being a good Christian man. You see how that religion and what they tend to believe in and how they talk about other people and shit? See how they try to wrap that in there? I'm a good Christian. We don't give a fuck. Shut up, bitch. Shut up, nigga. Eat that mush for lunch, boy. In a sentencing memorandum, Cantwell's attorney noted that his client has lost his dental practice and will likely lose his license, as he should. Fuck him. And that's the story of how one of those supporters backpedaled while doing all of his racist shit. FBI kicked that dough in. Now you talking about, oh, Trump made me do it. No, 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 no. Racism made you do it. And he just put a fire under yeah. Don't use it as an excuse now. Oh, they got me with the right-wing rhetoric. Nigga, that's your whole life. That's what you love. That's your shit, right? Cool. Sit in that cold ass cell, bitch. Peace, y'all.